that is so much fun. I cannot wait for you to take a look. Homemade orange juice, grapefruit juice, how delicious. And you can control the pulp, which is amazing. But you don't have to put in a whole lot of effort because hand squeezing all of that, quite frankly, would take it till lunchtime. And now it's just not breakfast anymore. 2 easy payments of $8.43. And you're showing us the ease with which we can do this.
And I can't take all the credit for this, although I do bring great things to QVC, but this is by our friend Mark Charles Masilli. Now, I have a different juicer at home.
Okay.
And it's great. But if something's going to come in from Mark Charles Masilli, it has to do more than just one thing. It has to have a whole bunch of features on it. So as you said, you can do large, you can do small. And how is that capability possible? Well, on here, the cap, it gives you a reamer for large, which pulls right off. Underneath is a small reamer. If you lift this up right here, you'll see this function. I'm gonna wait, there we go. If you flip this back and forth, it allows you mega pulp to very little to no pulp on there, which we love. He put it in a container. It's a 32-ounce container, but it has measurements on the side. So if you need orange juice for a recipe or lemon juice or something, you can measure it on there. And it also has the ability to go into the refrigerator with a top, which is somewhere around here, and the cord wraps around it, so it's easy to store.
This
there
guy?
You go. Yeah, when you take this off, the top will go on. You can pop it into the refrigerator. He really did think of everything.
That's lovely. Well, and it's K41601, so you are getting the juicer, the large and small reamer that Marie-Louise was showing us, and the pitcher for the clearance price of $16.86. Now, we also have great colors, and you're taking a look at them across our table here. Marie-Louise is showing us the purple, which is, you know what, we have so many purple fans. I love the purple.
Pretty purple.
Oh, and I'm sorry, down here in front probably makes more sense, doesn't it? And then right next to the purple, we have, it looks like an aquamarine. How lovely. Next to aquamarine, easy for me to say, we have black. Next to the black, we also have a yellow choice for you. So sunshine and happy for breakfast. Loving the red too.
Yellow.
Here is, I do too. I love yellow. Here is the red. So clearance price, easy payments. If I have any manual dexterity issues, if I'm not so good with giving things a really good squeeze anymore, this is for you because look how easy.
You haven't done
plugged
this, you ready?
in. Yes.
One hand.
You push down.
So it's electric. So the reamer is going to spin around on there. This little strainer basket underneath, which has a pulp control, is going to catch the pulp. It's going to catch the seeds. So neither one of those things are going to go into your juice. Your juice is going to be nice and fresh and ready to drink the way you like it. But the reamer really does all the work. And what's great about it is if seeds and pulp get stuck, like we're pretty loaded over here, the reamer will actually self-correct and turn the opposite direction. So it's not going to get stuck on you either.
Sure.
Yep.
Well, and I'm giving it, I mean, you can really feel where it is too. So it's kind of, you can kind of turn the orange and get every little bit out of it, which is great. Look how much I got out of it.
And you give it a little squeeze right there. And how wonderful is it to have fresh juice? How often do we go to a brunch on Sunday, and one of the highlights and features of that is that if you go to someplace really she, there's such a difference between fresh juice and reconstituted juice and the juices you buy at the supermarket.
True.
Now look at the basket here where I started doing the grapefruit. You see how that catches all the pith and all of the pulp and all the seeds in here, and all you do is just rinse it out, take the basket, dishwasher top safe, and go back in again. But you ready to try?
You said dishwasher.
Yes.
That's
dishwasher
always music.
safe.
We love that. So I would probably, I mean, this is an assumption on my part, but I'm asking, top shelf in the dishwasher?
Of course.
I would think so. Yeah.
But here we go. This is actually a mix of grapefruit and orange juice in here. You can do a bunch of different kinds of oranges if you want to, but the proof really is in the taste, and the difference in drinking fresh squeezed is just wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
Oh, that's so good.
It is.
It's just, it's better than coffee. I mean, it just gives you that little, it wakes you right up. It's so good and fresh. And I'm sorry, I'm not sharing this one.
There you go.
This one is all mine.
You drink, I'll squeeze.
It's a clearance price, $16.86. You can pick up a color. Let's show you what they are down here in the front. I'm going to start down with the purple. So take a look at your great purple color. I know we have lots of fans of purple out there. We have it for you this morning. Next to the purple, aquamarine. Next to the aquamarine, you've got black. Next to the black, yellow. We love sunshiny yellow. And then here, the red. Red is always very popular. Now, I heard you mention that the cord wraps around. So
It does.
for storage, we can just wrap it around the base?
It wraps right around,
Oh,
and then it
that's
clicks
nice.
into a little base right down here. But the best thing about this is the ease of this. I mean, just smell that fresh orange. And how simple it is to do, and it's so safe to use. The kids can even do it. So really, all you're doing is cutting your oranges or your grapefruits in half, and you're just pushing down on the reamer. You don't have to be super strong to do it. I usually lift up a little bit, and then I catch a different part of the orange just to make sure I'm getting it all the way around. And truly, within minutes, you can go through about 10 oranges and have it full. Everything stays nice and fresh in the container, which will go into the refrigerator with a lid if you want to store it. But when you're up in the morning and you want orange juice on demand, I don't know, we like to do that at home, but sometimes, here, I'm going to take this off here.
Here's
and
that
this,
lid that Marie-Louise was talking about.
This was set to give me the least amount of pulp possible. Can I tell you, some of the people in my house like a lot of pulp, but mostly we don't like a lot of pulp.
Sure.
So you can control that on here, but here's the fresh orange juice. Are you ready for this?
You know what? You mentioned about reconstituted juice and all of that. You know what's in it when you make it yourself, and that's why having fresh squeezed is so great. But take a look at the pour. I don't see any pulp in there. You must have been using the...
Very low pulp on here.
Oh.
And ready to go. And I don't know, as a mom sometimes, especially in the wintertime, we buy a lot of oranges and the kids are like, we'll eat them. And we have this huge bag in the bottom. How great is it to be able just to juice these up?
I was one of those kids. I get it.
Really? That fast. Imagine this with the honey bells. Now, I know the honey bells are out of season, but when the honey bell season comes, you can do your fresh juice.
Cheers. This is delicious. And think about, you know, we just showed the steam grill. I mean, you could put fresh juice into the flavor channels on the steam grill.
You could.
Yum. And then if you like to have a little cocktail, or as some people like to refer to it, medicine, you can make it with fresh citrus. So you've got the fresh lemon juice, so much better than the little, you know, the little plastic thing that you get at the store. It looks like a lemon, and they say it's got lemon juice in it, but you're not real sure. This is fresh
lemon
citrus.
juice. And there truly is a difference for this. And as a caterer and a baker, I make a lot of lemon squares. And I'll tell you, there's a really big difference being able to use fresh lemons as opposed to reconstituted lemon juice. And I'll tell you what I do is I grab my microplane grater first, I get the zest off of my lemon, and then I do my fresh juice on there and use fresh lemons. And it's a huge difference. And look how fast that was. And remember, this basket up here on top is catching all of the pulp and all of the seeds, because the last thing that you want to do, especially if you have guests over, is be picking out those orange seeds at the last minute. So those capture those for you. But now we have things like fresh seafood down here that we've done, and being able to make a ceviche or something that involves fresh seafood that needs a little bit of a citrus marinade, and then being able to use a pour spout and going right from this and pouring it right onto the top.
Marie-Louise, I've had a cough for the last 2 weeks.
It's gone.
And I am taking all the vitamin C that I can get. This is delicious. I mean, sometimes, you know, we buy so many juices and boxed foods at the store. Sometimes we kind of forget what the real thing tastes like. When you get the real thing back in your life, it tastes so good. I mean, drinking fresh orange juice is just addictive. You don't want to go back. And when it's this easy, all you have to do is press down. That's so easy to do.
Right, and I just showed you, remember that there's two different reamers on here, and they snap one into the other. So it gives you the larger reamer to do your big grapefruits, and then it gives you the smaller reamer to do your oranges and your lemons on here. You have both of them, and they store right on top of one another.
So
look
good.
how much juice we have done in the few minutes that we've been on the air.
And you're not wasting any juice. I
No.
mean, you're getting everything out of that half of an orange. So think about all the savings that is too, and think about the savings on a clearance price. When we see a clearance price at QVC, it means there is no reorder available. This is a retiring style. So that is clearance price this morning, and it's 2 easy payments of $8.43. You're getting the juicer, the large and small reamer cones that are right there on the top. You're also getting the detachable 32-ounce pitcher, which is great, the cover, and you're getting the manual. So even though we say, oh, it's easy to use, if you have any questions, the manual is going to be coming with it as well.
Yep.
You can wrap the cord around the bottom for easy storage, but they also come in really fun colors to set out on your breakfast table. I want to show you starting down in the front with the purple. That is a great purple color, and those little measurements on the side. So if you are using it for cooking, those measurements are going to be able to help you not dirty up another little sizer cup. And then next to the purple, you've got aquamarine. Next to the aquamarine, black. Next to your black, yellow, very popular. And then red, very popular this morning as well. I believe more than 500 have been ordered this morning. So I think that we might be starting a juicing craze. I don't know. I don't want to give us the credit, but maybe Mark Charles should get some credit too.
We'll give him a little bit of credit.
Okay,
He's
all
probably
right.
sleeping right now, so this much credit.
We love Mark Charles.
We do.
And if you've never watched QVC, he just has such great innovations,
He
and
does.
so you can check them all out on QVC.com. But thank you so.
It's time.
Oh, is it
I'm
time?
thinking. You know what?
Oh, are
I'm
you pouring
thinking that I'm
juice?
going to need some for myself because we have one more cell together. Mm-hmm. I love it. You know what? The vitamin C that you get from doing fresh fruit, it's worth it. And it's also worth it if you have a little champagne and want to make a mimosa.
Oh, hello.
We can't do that right now, but maybe.
Oh, how
4:30.
nice. I might bring a little glass of it over to my friend Chef Joe. I think he could use a little vitamin
Oh,
C too.
you know what? Here.
I'm going to do that. I'm
We'll
going to
just
do
give
that.
him a little swig.
Because I gave
Joey
him.
Mack.
I'm going to walk this over to Marie Louise. Thank you, my
I'll
friend.
see you in a few minutes.
Have some juice.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
It is so kind.
You poor thing. I was standing here talking about, oh, I have a cough. Oh, poor me. Oh, gosh. Poor Chef Joe has a cough too. So
Everyone's
give him
had
some.
it, I think.
I know. It's just